Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Sorry, I totally kicked something under the table and was concerned about what that might be. But it's Claire's craft stuff that she has shoved under there. But welcome. Happy Monday. Happy stamping. Let's kick off the week good. I did like 90, we're gonna say 90% of my Valentines over the weekend. And so those are all going in the mail. I actually I started writing them out and I was like, oh, this aunt and that great uncle and this, like my mom and dad and and all this. And then I was just like, I'm running out and I still have so many people I can think of to send happy mail to. So I don't know if I'm going to make more or just send like general happy mail instead of Valentine's or what I'm going to do. But yeah, our mailbox is absolutely filled with outgoing mail because we haven't got mail for 5 days now. So hopefully the mail runs today and they come and pick it all up because I actually have more to put in there. So yeah, lots of happy mail going out today. Let me know. Today is 1 week before Valentine's Day. Are you sending out mail, Valentine's, treats, yummies, anything like that this week? And if so, let me know in the comments below. Good morning, Mary. Welcome. So today I'm actually playing with the Sale-A-Brtion Friendly Hello stamp set as well as the Coordinating Designer Series paper. That is a $100 level item that you can pick. It comes with the Friendly Hello stamp set. You can see there's 13 images in here, so lots of great greetings, lots of great line art images. Like these flowers are super fun to color because they're line art. And then the designer series paper is 12 by 12. So 12 by 12 designer paper and a stamp set. So that's super exciting. You sent out 10. Good job. I'm so excited for you. I know sending it out makes me feel happy. And then I hope it makes all of those people feel happy as well. So a great way to start out our week. But here is the card that I am making. So just kind of a fun fold card. I'm going to show you, I actually did this one where I stamped it in the Fresh Freesia, but I actually like it stamped in black and then colored in with Fresh Freesia instead. Of course, this isn't Fresh Freesia. This is Pale Papaya. But in the card pack, there is, in the Designer Series paper pack, there's Fresh Freesia and Pale Papaya of this same similar print. So I actually made a whole bunch of both, and this was a leftover from the Pale Papaya card. So I have a lot of these because I made sure to cut extras so that I could have a lot of extras to put into my card stash. So I've kind of started creating some of these. So this is a regular size card base. It's not any different size or anything like that. It's your regular 5.5 by 8.5. And then let me grab a ruler just so I can show you. Hopefully you guys can see it. And it can sit there a little bit longer while I talk. So then I went ahead and I kind of score in different ways. So you guys can all pick your way that you prefer to score. So you can score at either 3 1/4 and 7.5, or you can score at 3 1/4 and 1 1/4. So 3 1/4 and 1 1/4, or 3 1/4 and 7.5. Let me know, how do you guys usually score your cards? Do you work your way over, or do you flip the cardstock over and do a smidge in and a smidge in? I don't know. I kind of go both ways, but I would probably say I do the smidge in from either side the most. So I would do it as 3 1/4 from one side and 1 1/4 from the other side. But that's just me. You can choose to do yours either way. Good morning, Laura. Welcome. So excited to have you guys all on this morning. Okay, so now I'm just going to score, or now that I've scored, I'm just going to fold with my bone folder, getting that nice strong crease. So it's just like a little random like flap. And then I have my designer series paper, which is 3 by 5 1/4. And the 3 is really awesome because 3 inches is divisible by 12. So we get to use up that whole piece in that direction. Now, 5 1/4 is not so 12 friendly, but that's okay. You can always use the little leftover strips for other things too. And then this side, I actually just stamped one of the images from the Friendly Hello. I did this one over here. You could always do just the leaves. You could always do just the little dots, or even like this one would work too. But I went ahead and I used this one. And I inked it in Fresh Freesia. So I did Fresh Freesia onto Fresh Freesia. Let's see how many times I can say Fresh Freesia. So I'm actually going to leave it open, and that way I can like fall off the card a little bit more. And I'm just going to like angle it around just to kind of mix it up and make it look different and not so like exact or anything. And if you go to the back of the card, that's okay. And then of course you can hang off on this side. So now you have this. I just didn't want to use it folded and then have it go like all over the front. So let's do a few more of those just to get that down. And again, you can also do as few or as many as you wish. That's all like personal preference. You can do it like really tight together like I did on this one where there's a whole bunch of them. Or you can do it like more spread out, like, and just do like 3 of them almost. So you can do it spread out or closer together. And I'll show you what those look like. So spread out or close together. This one, of course, has a whole bunch of them. And then the other one, it has, let's see, this one has like 5, including this little snippet up top here. And the other one only has 3. So it kind of depends on which way you decide to go or just how much you want to decorate with it. So there's that layer. And then that inside piece, like I said, I actually prefer it to be like on my sample, I stamped it in Fresh Freesia and then colored it in. And I almost just feel like this flower just looks like a blob. Like it's not as like distinct. And then of course, like the leaves look empty and everything. So what I actually prefer doing is stamping it in black and then coloring it in. I always hate to color on camera because I feel like I can't color and talk at the same time. I get nervous doing that. But then like nobody wants to just sit in silence and watch me color, I don't think. So then I'm always like, hurry up, Laura. So that one I actually did all in the dark. I realized that I was like starting on the edge with the dark, and so I went ahead and did all of it in the dark. And this is actually dark Highland Heather. And then there's the light Highland Heather. I was just looking to see my marker choices. You could also do like a totally different color, like a yellow or something, to really make it pop. And I didn't actually do the greenery on the leaves, but you're welcome to do that too. I just tried to keep it a little bit more monochromatic. So there's the darker flower and the lighter flower. And we're just going to add this. This is 5 1/4 by 4. And we're going to add this into the middle of that card. Also, this Friday is my online card class. So I'm super excited about that. I don't think we have any crazy weather. Maybe we've broke that streak, which would be really nice. I would not want to have crazy weather every single weekend that I do a live online card class. So yeah, let's hope that we broke that streak and don't have to worry about that. But that is this Friday. Of course, watching the card class live is free for everyone. So share, share, share. Let all your friends know about it. And there's also the option to stamp along with me. You can purchase the PDF tutorial, which is instant download. So you can get all of the instructions and measurements and everything like that. So you don't have to write it down and everything as you go along. And you can also have all of that like pre-cut stuff ready to go on Friday, because you can purchase that right now. I do still have card kits left over. They probably won't arrive, depending on where you live, I guess. They probably won't arrive in time on Friday, especially since, like I said, we haven't had mail for 5 days. So I don't even know when mail is going to start again. I'm hoping today. So yeah, I'm not sure if a mailed out card kit today would arrive in time, but you could still watch the replay and everything and do your card kit after. So if you are still interested in one of the card kits, I do still have those available. So that's exciting. I've sold out of the other ones. I made more this time just to kind of see how that was going to go. And like I said, I always need extra cards, so I wasn't really that concerned. And so I do actually still have some left over at this time, I will say. I know I think there's only like 2 or 3 left, so we shall see if they sell out quickly. For the greeting, I actually did it on a small little piece of Whisper White. And the awesome thing about this is I was using up a lot of scraps to be able to get this piece. So that was super handy to be able to use Whisper White scraps, because who doesn't have a ton of Whisper White scraps laying around? Like, come on now. And if you don't, I'm so proud of you. Because you either 1, use them up a lot, or 2, throw them away and know that you just can't keep everything. And either of those, I'm very proud of you. So this greeting says, hope you have the best birthday. Love it. And the measurement for this white, it fits this stamp image like perfectly. But more importantly, it fits inside the contour scallop contour dies. And that is the little scallop here. So I just did like whatever fit in there that also still fit this stamped image. And it worked. And since it's scrap white, I'm really not that concerned if I like mess up on one of these, because I have plenty of these scraps. And I'm just stamping it in Memento Black only because I already have it out from stamping the inside of this card. Also, I will say that out of the 2 blacks, Memento and StazOn, I usually prefer Memento only because it cleans better. So here is the black scallop. And I actually just put a little bit of the Fresh Freesia open weave ribbon on it, and I just folded it in half. Again, great way to use a small amount of ribbon, but yet still have a little like pop out of some foo-foo there. And I only I added it with tear and tape for a nice strong hold, and I didn't go all the way over because I want to let the greeting sort of hang over onto the other flap. So I'm just going to peel off the backs. And then I just have to make sure that I'm not hanging over when I go to do this. And then we'll add the greeting. But wait, there's more. I also did some beautiful pearls. Oh, here they are. I was like, I know they're around here somewhere. Claire was trying to carry them around and asking to put them in her bag. So this is actually not the big sheet. There's a bigger sheet of them that I had. And I told her no, that mommy needed those, but I also don't see them. So I'm not sure where those have run off to. Hi, Liz. Welcome. Happy Monday. I hope you enjoy watching this later. I don't know if you're still on or if you've already jumped off to watch later. But either way, hello. There's a couple different shades here. You can see that there's the pink, there's a light purple, there's like a gray or like a periwinkle, and then there's a darker purple. I'm going to use the light purple here, and I'm just going to kind of place these around using the Take Your Pick tool. So there you have that super cute look using the Friendly Hello stamp set as well as that designer series paper. And like I said, the designer series paper has another pattern with this in Pale Papaya with the black flowers stamped over the top. Super gorgeous, same look. And so I actually created this exact same card in Pale Papaya using Pale Papaya ribbon here. And then you can always use a different stone if you wish. You could use rhinestones or pearls or anything like that. Of course, you can always even color the pearls to match your project. You can color them with Stampin' Blends markers, and then they have that coordinating effect there. So super cute. I hope this inspired you guys for using the Friendly Hellos bundle, which is the stamp set and the coordinating pack of 12 by 12. It is a $100 level Sale-A-Brtion stamp set and stamp set and paper. Bundle is kind of what I wanted to say, but usually that means dies or a punch. So it just kind of depends. I also super love the You Have My Love and Support, just because I find that to be just super uplifting and friendly and everything to send. And then the big bold hello friend is super fabulous too. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know that I won't be on tomorrow while Claire is at school because I have stamp class tomorrow. So the online stamp class I'm doing as an in-person class tomorrow. And then hopefully I'll be on Thursday or maybe even Wednesday. But if not, I will see you guys on Friday for the Heart and Home online card class, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. I'm so excited. I can't wait. There's actually 6 cards. I couldn't stop at 5. So I added in a little bonus. So I'm super excited about that. But yeah, I hope you guys all have a wonderful week. Don't forget that Sale-A-Brtion is still going on. So you can still earn those free products while stocking up on some of your favorites. And yeah, I love to hostess code at the bottom of the screen here so that you guys can use that if you wish. And yeah, I hope you guys will have a wonderful day and a wonderful week as we get ready for Valentine's Day and the snow melts and we think of spring and watch the Olympics. I totally can't hang. I tried to stay up until 11 last night and I fell asleep. And this morning my eye is twitching, which usually means I'm tired. So yeah, I feel like I'm super getting old because I can't even stay up till 11 o'clock anymore. But I should have known that. I've never been able to stay up. Brad goes, you've never been able to, not even in college. Which, yeah, I love my sleep. But anyway, I hope you guys will have a wonderful day. Love, hugs, and prayers to all of you guys. Stay safe and stay healthy. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.